Hi, and welcome along to the Bias Preview Show with my man White Yardie in the building. How you doing, bro? Enjoy the game last night?
No. Boring. Listen, like...
You're lucky you're watching it from home, right? Because I think if I was watching that from home, I might have went bed.
No, trust me. I start watch the watch-along more. Put it that way. I started to watch the watch-along more than the actual match last night. It was boring. It was like, I don't know. It just felt very... It felt like we played... It felt like the players were playing at 50% last night.
Yeah, do you know what, Yardie? Do we have to take into consideration, and I heard Arteta mention it, and I've heard a few managers mention it this week, fatigue. They've played a load of games over that Christmas period, haven't they?
Exactly. But then it goes down to like, all right, look, Tini and Mari's injury is a mystery. Out of nowhere, we just see that pop up. Now, in my mind, I'm like, maybe I was thinking maybe they're just resting them for Newcastle. Maybe that's the case. But then, why? At the end of the day, where we are in the league. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Where we are in the league, we don't need to be rested. Like, players, they're tired, then bring in. But at the moment, we don't have the squad. We don't have the squad and players to be rotating so many players anyway.
No, they definitely both have minor injuries. Well, although in the case of Tierney, they did say they're going to do an MRI, which is worrying me, right?
It's worrying me as well because
they were both injured.
Yeah, but when I look last night when I see the lineup, yeah, and those two names, Mari and Tierney, not in the lineup, straight away I was like, oh my God, what gone wrong now? Because look. Big up Maitland-Niles. We know. He's got. He's a good player. He's a good player to have to fill a gap when we need a gap filling. You know what I mean? He's versatile and playing in different positions. However, we have got sold a left back and not brought in a left back. We cannot do that. For me, that don't make sense. You have Cedric and you have Bellerin. We need another left back for Tini as well, right? Because this just shows last night without Tini, like Saka would have been, if Saka wasn't playing so well up front, we would have wanted him. He would be the ideal choice to go into left back because he does a good job there. However, we see that we get more out of him being forward. However, you should have made that decision before the kickoff because you're playing Maitland-Niles and anybody gives him. He didn't have a great game. He didn't have a great game. We know that, and that's why he got substituted first. He did, but you remember this is a guy that you're playing. Right back 1 week, midfield 1 week, panny left, panny right, like come like elephant man, panny river, panny bank. You don't know where am I there 1 week. You know what I mean? Like where I play this brother. So I cannot be too harsh on him because he was put into a position where he might not. It's like, all right, this is not my favorite of the positions to play. He's probably still trying to find himself as a young man as where is my best position? Where do I feel comfortable playing? And that for somebody as young as that, it's not fair that they're playing him here, there, and everywhere. You understand? He needs to find his role, and we need to buy players for the positions that we need filling. Not just put anybody there because they can play there. What next? We're gonna play Renison up front when we stop scoring goals. Like, come on, man, make it make sense. But then
having said that, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, he's played in that position. He played in the semi-final and final of the FA Cup, and he was brilliant there. I think the thing is, defensively, he was okay there. And when he played there in the FA Cup, defensively, he was sound there. And we had a lot more defending to do because of the teams we were up against. But when you want him to get forward, because he's not left-footed, he comes in. And he's not very effective in putting crosses in. James said it. He called it right before the game. He said, I'm worried about that side now. Because basically you got two players on that side that all they do is cut in. He goes, he's going to cut in, and Aubameyang cuts in. And he goes, there's going to be no width and no overlap. And we saw that in the game.
No crosses.
It was a very dead game, man. It was
very dead. It was very negative.
Down.
Our best player was Leno. Because Leno saved the save that Leno pulled off. Well done. Again, he saved us again. I
think the thing is about it, we got to start learning to break these teams down because there's two teams now we've played where they put that low block in. I mean, basically in the second half. I mean, Palace were good in the first half, had a go.
Yeah.
Basically, the second half, they just, you know what, we're happy with the point, and we're not even going to attempt. And they were just sat in. And
we couldn't.
We can't. We're finding these teams very difficult to break down. And we've got Newcastle coming up at the weekend. Let's talk about that now.
Again.
That's going to be the same thing again. And remember, in 90 minutes, the other day in the FA Cup, it would have been another 0-0.
Yeah.
Finding it difficult to break these teams down. We've got to find a solution to this.
You know what it is, yeah? The transfer window is still open, Robbie. And we need to spend. Last night was proof that we do need to spend. I cannot put fault on the youngsters. They have came in since Chelsea game and they've been putting in a great shift. They've been showing up the senior players, and now they deserve their place on the starting 11. However, obviously fatigue does come in, a lot of games back to back, and you know what I mean, we cannot always expect. Messi doesn't have a great game every game. Ronaldo doesn't have a great game every game. So we do expect that players will eventually have a bad game. Now the problem is if certain players are having bad game, the whole team have a bad game, and that's the problem. And I feel like we need to go in the market, because when you substitute Lacazette and bring on Eddie for striker, what are you changing?
Listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, I got cussed. I've been getting cussed from the other day. First of all, I got cussed because I said I would, if it was possible, to take a Diego Costa on a short-term deal. I'd get it, because he's a different type of striker, and in those type of games like last night, he'd be invaluable. I got cussed for that. I said I would take Isco on loan till the end of the season if we can't get our number one targets, because we need another creative player.
Of course.
I got cussed for that. I think last night we saw.
But Robbie, what you're saying is not wrong. What you're saying is not wrong. So whoever's
I've been getting cussed off for it.
Yeah, and but whoever's cussing you don't know about football. That's the thing.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that's been cussing.
No, because listen,
and it's you see in games like because you're going to get games like this where they're really tight, and you need something. And that's what that's what Man United have got right now. They've got the strength in depth where they can bring Cavani on off the bench, different type of proposition than Martial and Rashford or Greenwood for a team to cope with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've got, in the creative parts, they've got, Bruno Fernandes, Pogba. They've got Mata, Van der Beek.
Yeah.
We've got Emile Smith-Rowe, and that's it.
That's it.
So we listen, we're not going to be able to do all our strengthening until the summer, but certainly you can see what we're lacking, and it's the creativity. We are not creating, we're finding it very difficult when we're playing these teams that just block it out. And we're going to have a lot more games like this between now and the end of the season. Right, and
we have Southampton coming up as well. We have Southampton.
Yeah, well, you know what? Actually, Southampton will be a bit more open than these teams, but
they will attack.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Let's go to the Newcastle game.
I think as I said, I think we do need a striker, because I'm just gonna think, and then we're going to it. Reason why is because we don't have any different, and this is where I always say Arteta. This is why I'm not 100% Arteta. I'm like 40% Arteta in, 60% him out, because he has until the end of this January to prove to me that he can make a difference.
Well, and that's not.
No, but he needs to get onto the board's neck. He needs to go on that board's neck and stand on the neck, put him foot in them neck and squeeze the neck and say, "Listen, we need the money, or you're not breathe again." You understand? Breathe again, sorry. Breathe again.
If only we could do it like that.
Trust me, man. Well, listen.
Newcastle.
I reckon Abba's gonna start up front for Newcastle.
Do you think? You know what, right? Actually, I know you've been giving him a lot of stick this season, and I'm actually of the thinking that against Newcastle, I'd possibly leave him out.
I would as well. If Martinelli's fit, he would be.
I'd play Martinelli. I'd say to Aubameyang, you know what? Sit this one out. I can use the fatigue thing. So you're a bit tired. I'll bring you on later on and start with with Lacazette.
I would as well. But guess what? This is where we've spoken before about Arteta making big decisions that don't go his way. And this is where we have to question him as a manager, because last night him taking off Lacazette, it wasn't Lacazette's fault that he wasn't getting the ball. So you cannot, you're taking off a player because he's not getting the ball, to bring on Eddie to not get the ball as well. Do you understand what I mean?
He
Change
brought on
something.
Eddie, and plus as well, Eddie came on so late, he didn't really have a, you know,
Yeah,
I felt
but
sorry
change
for him in a way.
something else. I we don't really
But
have
what?
much.
That's
That's
what I'm
I'm saying.
saying.
I know.
Is the problem he ain't got? What is he going to change it with?
That's why he needs
He
to go
brought
shopping.
Partey on, and I thought
Brother,
Partey did make a big difference.
He need the master card and go shopping. The platinum card, go shopping. Give him the checkbook. He need to go shopping. Shopping spree. The shops are still open online. Even though it's a lockdown for the shops are still open online. You can do your shopping online. Buy some players, man. Give me the checkbook. Let me start signing some players and see if I'm not a different team. Anyway, Newcastle, Monday, prediction time.
Yeah.
I'm going for a 2-0. Arsenal.
That's what I was going to go for.
Go for it then. We still have 3 other game.
I'm going to go for it. But I think we kept 5 clean sheets in a row. And
Mari will be back. Gabriel's back.
Yeah, I'm going 2-0 as well. I'm not going to change my
Carroll
mind.
could score.
I don't think Carroll will play. I think they'll probably have Callum Wilson in this one. And then try and bring on Carroll later on and throw it. Actually, you know what? Let me go 2-1. Let me go 2-1. I don't want to go the same. I don't want to go the same as you, Chuck.
We never change the 2-1 team. Come there and think about it, yo. They did have 1 or 2 chances against us, you know. Like.
All right, there's a big game at the weekend, right? And
Is
it's
who? Villa, Southampton.
Liverpool versus Manchester United. Huge game. United now top of the league, just above Liverpool. Obviously, listen, even if
it's
these
a 6
teams
pointer, yeah?
Yeah, normally, even if these 2 teams are in the middle of the table, it's a huge game.
Whoa.
The fact that United are 3 points clear of Liverpool could go 6 points clear of Liverpool if they win.
Wow.
6 points clear. United, they've come from nowhere.
No, but I said this.
Wow.
Do you watch the show or do you hear what I say? I've been saying this every week. United, since we beat them, they have gone on an 11-game unbeaten run since we beaten them. Like they're just picking up the points and they're quietly doing it. Yeah,
a bit like a couple of seasons ago, we beat Chelsea, humiliated them at home, and then they went on to win the league.
Exactly.
Listen, I can't handle it if these United men win the league, you know. They're already on my case. They said, like, a United friend of mine the other day sent me a video of Kenny Burke rising to the top. I'm like, why has he sent me this for? And then I'm like, I started playing it. I was like, this bastard, man. Yeah, we get off my cricket, right? They've been on. I had to say to them, I go, yo, bro, it's January. The season finishes in May. Come back to me.
Still got 20 games to go. There's still 20 games to go.
Come back to me with that energy in May. But, bro, I'm nervous, man, because these men are looking good.
Yeah, they are looking good.
I've said this for a long time about Manchester United. I've said this. I remember I was on United stands when we played them, and I said, with your squad, there is no excuse for you not challenging for the league. The depth of their squad, and I think we're seeing it now, Dave. The depth of their squad is very, very good.
Bruno has come in and changed the
Bruno Fernandes. Pogba's turned up now.
Stepping up now, and you know, maybe he needs to step up because obviously he's looking around and seeing other players coming in now, and he's like, all right, I need to step up.
They're playing well, and then you look at Liverpool; they are not playing well.
Yeah,
they lost the last game to Southampton, drew with West Brom.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They've been dropping points left, right, and centre without Van Dijk.
Yeah, it's telling. Like, look. It's gonna be a big game no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, we know how it goes. Certain teams just turn up for certain teams. Obviously Liverpool won't want to lose. Liverpool would want to win to get back equal with them because they know 6 points. You know, it's crazy.
And they're at home.
Like Man United going 6 points at the top could be it. That could actually just be it. They just could keep going and going. I mean, City are very close with 2 games.
Yeah, I think City are the team creeping up. Everyone's got to watch City, but
yeah.
United, if they win this game, and I'm going to give my prediction first. I think they're going to win it. Yeah, I think they're going to win it, man. I'm going to go Man United winning 2-1. I think their confidence is high. I think they're playing a lot better than Liverpool at the moment. I think Liverpool are vulnerable at the back, and I worry for Liverpool in that game with Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, you know, your Martials and people like that. Cavani. I'm going Man United. I think Man United are going to win the game. I think away win with defeat at Anfield. I think if the fans was in there, I'd go Liverpool. Even like without, no, I'm going to go United. I'm going to go. It pains me. It pains me to say. It pains me to say, but I think United are going to win it.
I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2. You're sitting on the fence.
No, I just feel like it'll be a draw. I feel like every time, like, yeah,
you don't know what to do in it because I know you hate Liverpool, right?
It's not Liverpool. It's some of the fans. Like right now, they're quiet. There's certain fans I don't even hear from them since Christmas. I wonder if they're still alive. Like I heard from them. Like what go on? Like they ignore me now. All of a sudden they were messaging me all up to Christmas. Now Christmas has passed. I don't see them no more. They disappeared.
Fulham versus Chelsea is the next game. Now
West London derby.
West London derby. There's a load of derbies this week. Fulham, London derby.
Listen,
Fulham the other night.
Fulham just need that clinical finish up front. They create so much chances. You know, Fulham. I've seen it even when they played against us. Even though we beat them, they were creating chances in that game, and they do it. But it's just the final ball. It's always the final ball.
Second half against Tottenham the other night. They were brilliant.
Yeah, man. Like
they will give Chelsea problems.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Chelsea ain't been doing too well anyway, so
no. They did get a win in the FA Cup, but then they were playing, a very easy.
I don't even know who they play.
Yeah, who did they have again? That is like a non-league team. Yeah, I mean,
Macclesfield or somebody like that.
I don't know. He's an easy game, and all of them, they scored a load of goals and that. But in the league, I think Fulham will give them a load of problems.
Yeah, I saying that, I got 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. I think this is going to be a draw.
Yeah?
I think this is going to be a draw. I'm going to go 1-1. I think Fulham, what I saw the other night in that second half against Tottenham, they were very, very good. Very good. They
had the chance to win it as well.
Quick, and they had the chance to win it. I don't know if Loftus-Cheek will be able to play. He might not be able to play against that would be a big loss for them.
Yeah.
He played well. But they look good. That Lookman, when he came on, he looked sharp. They got some big, quick players. Chelsea, I'm still not convinced at the moment. Their confidence is still a bit low. They're supposed to have enough to win the game.
Yeah.
I'm going 1-1. I'm going 1-1. And the final game we're going to look at is another derby. Black Country derby, Midlands derby, Wolverhampton Wanderers versus West Brom.
Ooh.
It's been a great game for the fans. Sam Allardyce against Nuno. Wolves haven't been doing great recently.
They haven't. You know what? I actually looked at the league table and I was like, Wolves, where are the...
Yeah, they're below us.
Yeah, I was like, surprised.
They're below us, Wolves,
Yeah. West Brom, they need wins. West Brom, Big Sam need a victory right now. So does Wolves. Wolves need a win as well. Both of them. But I feel like I'll go with Wolves. I think 3-1 Wolves. Yeah.
3-1 Wolves. Yeah, I think, listen, West Brom, since Big Sam's gone in there, there's been no bounce. There's been no boing boing.
No.
Since no boing boing baggy since he's gone in.
I rang Big Sam.
Yeah, they had a little decent game against, where they got a great point against Liverpool. Apart from that, against us, I see goals as well for Wolves. I think Wolves will deal with them, man. Although they'll be up for it, it's a derby. I'm going 2-1. 2-1 to Wolves, right? So 2-1 to Wolves. So let's just have a review of those scores. Arsenal, Newcastle, you said 2-0, I said 2-1. Liverpool, Man United, you're going for a draw. I'm going for a Man United win. Fulham, Chelsea, I'm going for a draw. You're going for a Fulham win.
No, Chelsea win. Chelsea win.
Oh, you're going for a Chelsea win, sorry. And Wolves versus West Brom, you're saying a 3-1 Wolves win. I'm saying a 2-1 Wolves win. Some good games this weekend. I'm looking forward to the weekend.
I actually want to watch that derby, the West Brom and Wolves one.
Yeah. That's a good game.
Like that'd be a good one to watch.
Yeah, some great football this weekend. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks to you, Yardie. We will be back on Tuesday, not Monday.
Tuesday.
Our game is on Monday night at 8 o'clock.
Monday night football.
Yeah, hopefully it's not.
Have we played on a Monday yet this season? I don't know. Have we?
I don't know.
Feel like we've played every day of the week so far, apart from
them Sunday night ones is the ones we want to avoid.
Exactly.
We always get beat on those ones. But hopefully we can get a win, and we'll be back on Tuesday to discuss all these games.